So, if you like sharks or if you watch Shark Week a lot, then you would know that the shark is probably the most efficient swimmer in the ocean. Well, when it comes to the Lamborghini Huracán EVO rear-wheel drive, it's pretty much the same, but it's on-road. It is probably one of the most efficient aerodynamic cars ever made, and that's why the car resembles a shark. It looks absolutely beautiful, almost ridiculously insane on the road, and I almost feel like I'm in a jet fighter plane or in a Batmobile. Now, of course, this is the rear-wheel drive version, so it's a little lighter in weight because the all-wheel drive system has been removed and the power has gone down a bit, but it still gets the 5.2 liter V10, and it's got 600 brake horsepower and more than 550 Nm of torque. So it's got absolutely mind-numbing figures. Now, the only problem here is that I'm driving in Mumbai, which is not the best place to drive a Lamborghini. In fact, last year, we were fortunate enough to have the car, the all-wheel drive version, at the Buddha International Circuit. And boy, oh boy, did the car really surprise us, because it actually won the Performance Car of the Year award. Well, it's safe to say that I'm not going to have that much fun this time. This is going to be more of an experience drive of what it's like to drive in a city. Now, the design's also a little bit different. The front air intakes have now been modified a bit, and the rear diffuser is also different in design. But more or less, this is an unmistakable Huracan design. It's a beautiful looking machine and looks absolutely ludicrous on Indian roads. Getting everybody from every side of the road to come and look at your car. And then, of course, it's got that. Absolutely insane. Got it. 80. So there's an 80 kilometer speed limit up until the blackboard, and then I guess I'm allowed to rip the car a little bit. I'm just going to tell you right now, if you are a person who buys this vehicle and you want to enjoy it, there are very limited number of places that you can enjoy it. Of course, if you want to drive around and sit in this awesome vehicle and feel that engine, hear that engine, and get everyone to look at you, it's great. But getting to a place that you can actually really enjoy this vehicle is very tough. There are only 2 racetracks in the country where you can go and really fully blast this car out. Well, here's that blackboard. Let's see what this bad boy can do. Rear-wheel drive. Whoa! Now, of course, with the rear-wheel drive system, the car needs a better traction control unit. And so the power traction control on this Lamborghini Huracán EVO has been upgraded to allow that rear-wheel traction to be much better. Now, of course, the roads are wet. It's raining in Mumbai, and I've got to be really careful with that power on tap. But luckily, the electronics keep everything in control. So even a novice driver won't have too much problem dealing with that much power on a rear-wheel drive vehicle like this one. Driving this car on this road is actually very comfortable. It's smooth, no bumps, and the car seems quite comfortable. Now, before you go and judge the way I'm sitting in this vehicle, I'm 6 feet 3 inches tall, and I'm fairly broad-shouldered. So yes, of course, it is cramped. The seat is all the way down, but you cannot miss the fact that no matter how cramped I feel in this car, I still feel completely amazing. Even at low speeds, I thought that it would be a little tough driving around Mumbai traffic and speed breakers, but yeah. See that? Speed breaker ahead. So I've been told to lift my vehicle. So I press this button down and my car goes up. So there we go. I'm lifting the vehicle and I'm slowly going over the speed breaker. But it's a pain in the butt to be going this slow over every speed breaker. There's so many speed breakers everywhere in Bombay. So it is kind of a pain in the butt, but still, you know, I'm sitting in a Lamborghini. Who cares? So I've just put the car in Corsa mode. I was driving in Strada for 90% of the time, went into Sport, and I'm in Corsa. When you shift from Sport and Corsa, the exhaust note just becomes unreal. And I'm just gonna wait till I pass these speed cameras so I can just give a little taste of what it's like to accelerate in this machine. Now don't forget, this car can accelerate from 0 to 100 in 3.3 seconds. I'm a little nervous. It's very wet here right now. I'm gonna show you guys what it's like to be driving and accelerating from a standstill. Not a standstill, but a rolling start. Okay? Ah! Wow. Wow. Let me just go back into Strada mode here and cool down a bit. It's really amazing how this car touches all of your senses, from seeing everything, hearing everything, feeling everything. It just is an amazing all-round experience. So, if you're going to spend rupees 3.3 crore rupees in a car like this, it's absolutely worth it. If you've got the money, why not? I mean, come on, it's a Lamborghini that looks insane on the road and drives insane, makes you feel amazing about your life. So they say money can't buy happiness. Well, money sure can buy you a Lamborghini Huracán EVO rear-wheel drive for pure mechanical engagement.